Hi everyone and welcome back to the Dragonfly Method. I'm Michele, also known as the Dragonfly Healing Spirit, and I'm here today to chat to you about my top 5 tarot decks that I keep coming back to. And believe me, this was not an easy choice because I found that I have a lot of decks. I have a lot of decks that I love, and to find which ones I keep coming back to is like all of them. So I went through them and thought to myself, okay, now which are the top 5 that really mean something? And these are not necessarily my top decks of all time. These are not necessarily the decks that I will grab if there was a fire. But these are the 5 decks that when I want to do a reading, when I want to do something that is slightly special, something slightly different, these are the decks I go to. Some of them may surprise you as they are very new in my collection, but let's get into that. I'm going to change the camera around and then we are going to have a look at the 5 decks. Hi there. So we are chatting about the top 5 tarot decks that I keep coming back to. So this one is a no-brainer. So this is my, what I call my soul deck. This deck is my personal deck. I love this deck. This was the first copy that I got. Is the Green Witch Tarot. It came in this large box with this beautiful guidebook. And I think I got this in 2020 maybe. And it is an absolutely beautiful deck. One of my favorites. I'm just trying to avoid the light above. And it has this witchy feel. Some of the cards have changed names, but there is just something about this deck that I absolutely love. It is very, very special. It is a mass market deck. I'll check now. I think it was from Llewellyn. That is the back of the deck. So you can't read it reverse, but that's not a problem for me because I don't read reverse. I mean, just look at that. Standing Stone. Isn't it gorgeous? Love that card. But what really excited me recently, let's just move that out the way so I can show you, is I got this one. So this also came in a box, but I just keep it in a little bag. This is the very first edition of the deck from, I can't even tell you when. So there we have the Three of Chalices. Isn't that gorgeous? The card stock is a little bit better, is not as thin as the more recent editions of it. You can still get this deck, it is still available, but it is just, sorry, I'm struggling with this light today. Absolutely gorgeous deck. So that is my first edition Green Witch Tarot. And it lives in a little bag like that. Now the next one I'm going to show you is the Fairy Wheel Tarot. Now this one is relatively new in my deck collection. I think it was only published just a few months ago. It was released. Let's just get a few of these cards out of the box. Comes in a beautiful little box. You can see there the Fairy Wheel Tarot. Comes with a little guidebook. Gorgeous little guidebook. Just small, you don't need too much. It is illustrated with small little images from the cards and in color, but the cards are beautiful. If I can pick them all up to show you a little closer. So that is the card backs. Sure, so I first struggle with the camera, then I struggle with the lighting. One of these days we'll get it right, won't we? We just keep going. So this is the Fairy Wheel Tarot. And we've got these little gnomes. We've got dragons. We've got fairies. We've got little creatures. Green man. You can see there the little types of different little creatures we've got. It really is a gorgeous deck. It is based on the RWS, so it's an easy read. It has got that linen finish, so it's not a linen cardstock, but it's got that linen laminate finish that they're now doing on the mass market decks. but it is a beautiful deck. Right, then the next one I want to show you, deck number 3, is the Good Fortune Tarot by Barbara Moore. Now this one is just, Barbara Moore writes the most amazing guidebooks. So if you ever get the chance to get a deck from Barbara Moore, her guidebooks are phenomenal. They're big books, they pack a lot of information, they describe the artwork, they give you different aspects. It is really, really worth it. And then the cards, as you can see, come in this little box. That is the backs, again with that sort of linen, you can see there, that linen finish. But it is a gorgeous deck. Again, RWS. And it's just beautiful, isn't it? Look at that Ace of Cups, stunning. Another really good reader. Look at that Death card. Gorgeous. So that is the Good Fortune Tarot. And I use this a lot in readings for clients, because I find that it is, the imagery is really easy for them to understand as well. So I think that's important when you're choosing a deck to read for somebody else. Now the next one is Odin's Playbook by Danielle Norman. And I love this deck so much. This deck goes with me on every holiday. Whenever I go away, this is the first deck I pack. And I think it's because it is the first tarot deck that included runes in the way I would include runes in a tarot deck. So it does come with a little guidebook. It also does explain the runes in there, the runes that you find on each card. So I love this one. The artwork is gorgeous. It's easy to understand. It's the RWS Smith again. And there's a few little Easter eggs along the way. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And it reads so well. Just look at that 8 of Wands. You get so bored with 8 of Wands, which is just 8 wands. So this is nice to see a little bit of extra imagery. And you'll see that some of the cards have got their runes included. You can see down here we have a rune. Some have got more than one rune on it, so it's nice to see, and I love that aspect. It adds just that extra layer to a reading. So that is Odin's Playbook, a Norse tarot tale. Then the last one, and then I've got one honourable mention. So the last one lives in just a little bag here. This is the deck, what I call my desk deck. It is a mini RWS Smith. I don't even know where I got it from. But it is a quick read. It is always on my desk. I shuffle this at all various times. I did post about this on my Instagram the other day, about what decks live on my desk. And it's just your basic RWS Smith. And it's always a good read. And it's just, because it's so nice and small, it's easy to shuffle. You can see that's a nice small deck. And it is just gorgeous. Then the honourable mention has to be my dragon runes. I'm going to do a full video on my dragon runes to show everybody, because I'm so proud of them and I absolutely love them. This little box was made by my husband. See, there's a message on the back as well. My friend Kim Dreyer, she illustrated them. She painted each one. They are watercolor paintings, so I've got all watercolor paintings as well. But aren't they gorgeous? I mean, I know I'm biased, but I just love my dragon runes deck. Look at that Wunjo. You can see the absolute ultimate bliss in her. Loki, this trickster, Gable. But I'm going to do a different video just on my dragon runes at some point, just to share them with you, because I don't think I've ever done that. But these are my dragon runes, so that's my honourable mention. Another one of my desk decks. So that is my top 5 decks that I keep coming back to. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love, light, and blessings.